Self-improvement never stops. It's a continuous process. And just because you make a certain amount of money doesn't mean that your self-improvement should stop. But we're going to get into this in this video. So the self is the self. It's unchanged. The essence, the self, I've made other videos on it. The self is the self. But self-improvement is essentially adopting different mindsets and practices, or eliminating and reprogramming past mindsets so that your outputs are more aligned with your purpose in that sense. Now, obviously, a more well thought out purpose is going to make your self-improvement process more sustainable and more prolonging. It's going to last longer, right? Now, your purpose may change, and as it's fulfilled and as you evolve as a person, but the deep rooted purpose, or your overall foundations that your purpose lies on, should pretty much stay solid. What's an example of this? The generational excellence mindset, providing the next generation with more knowledge and wisdom than you did, right? So that could be like your underlying purpose, and then around that you can have other purposes. So I'm going to do this, I'm going to create this course, I'm going to and it will be aligned with that deep rooted purpose. Okay, so now there are different tools of the mind, like journaling, meditation, and all these other tools that you can adopt to help improve yourself. For example, meditation may help your focus, and then with more focus you can have more and longer deep work sessions, and with those more longer deep work sessions you can then build your business more efficiently and in the end generate more money and stuff like that. The point is, when you go on this self-improvement journey, you are almost accepting that you have problems to be solved. Your problem could be lack of discipline. It could be the fact that you want to live more free, more financially free. It could be the fact that you want to help your family, right? So what happens is you go on this journey, you start solving these problems, and maybe then you start making money and you've helped your family. You solve that problem. And the problem is that if you don't have an underlying purpose, this is where you can fall off. Once you started to solve the problems, that you have to reevaluate what it is you want to do. And having something like generational excellence at the core is a very good thing to have. Now, let's look at something else though. For example, what starts to happen is, let's say you are a self-improvement channel, right? And your purpose, as much as you're improving yourself, your purpose is to help other people improve. Fair enough, right? What can actually start to happen is, instead of solving more problems, you start making more money from the problems that you're solving, from the same amount of problems. Do you understand? Like if you have 100,000 people watching your YouTube channel and you're putting out self-improvement videos, of course you're going to make money from that through like ad revenue and stuff like that. But there's also the option of creating a course, a self-improvement course, which is paid. You get, you might get less members in that course, but you're charging a price for it, and thus you're making more money through that course than you ever were just through ad revenue on your YouTube videos. And that's fine. I'm all for making more money, but the problem is, what problems are you solving during your self-improvement? You're not solving more problems, you're maybe solving the same problems. You're regurgitating the same information but in a paid package. Do you understand? And then what starts to happen, because in a sense you've already solved these problems, right? You're just repackaging them. You yourself, you start to lose focus, you lose your quest. So then this is where you might start to blow up. You've got all more money now, and the temptations to get back into degeneracy or degenerate activities start to creep up on you. So when we look at someone like Elon Musk and his achievements now, there's two sides to this, because one, maybe he's for, I don't know the guy personally, but maybe he's for like generational excellence, maybe he's for humanity, he's pro-humanity, and that drive and that purpose is what has caused him to keep creating, like things like SpaceX, Tesla, electric vehicles and stuff like that. So that drive is actually keeping him busy and almost stopping him from spending all his money doing random stuff which won't help society or won't help himself. I mean, on the other side of it though, I'm not sure what Elon's fitness regimen is like, what his health is like, what his diet, what his sleep patterns are like. So again, there could be areas to improve, and it all comes down to what your core principles are and foundations are, because those mindsets that you adopt are what are going to grow, and the fruits that come out of that, you know, are based on your original mindsets, the seeds that you planted originally. So this is why you need to be very careful when you're on your self-improvement journey of the seeds that you're planting and why you're planting them, and not just follow the advice blindly of someone else. Even the stuff that I say, take it with a pinch of salt and adapt it for yourself. Take what's good out of it, take what's bad out of it, and craft it to really become your true self. And finally, I want to finish with, as you go on your self-improvement journey and you start solving the different problems, you know, with your newfound mindsets that you adopt, start to look at what's next. What other problems do you want to solve? So when you've solved current problems, the temptations of, you know, degeneracy and just to spend that money on a lavish lifestyle or whatever subside, because you've got a new goal. Maybe you want to, you know, build your own franchise in something, build your own sports facility for people and stuff like that. Start to think of more problems that you can solve. And by then, you're on your self-improvement journey. You already have the good money coming in. So solve them. And with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.